from our sister channel Republic Bangla. Kishla, if you can tell us whether more cash has been recovered as reports suggest from the second raid at second property belonging to Arpita, and what kind of cash has been recovered now?
Exactly, a big development coming from West Bengal. Right now, ED is raiding different locations, and at one of the Belghoria flats of Arpita Mukherjee, they have found more cash, and already we saw that how a huge pile of cash was already recovered from her Behala flat, from the Diamond City flat she was staying in, and right now from the Belghoria flat where the flat was locked, she was also staying here, and it was also found, one of the deed of this flat was apartment was also found from her home, the other home, and Partha Chatterjee's home. And when ED today reached there for their new fresh raids, they found more cash in that apartment. That's what we are getting to know right now. We do not know what is the amount of the cash that has been recovered from that particular apartment. There are about 12 ED officials who are right now inside the apartment trying to understand the amount of cash that is stacked in that apartment. They are also trying to understand from where this cash came, and they are also finding out the documents, key documents that can possibly be stored in this apartment. So another big development today, apart from the development that ED is already raiding 7 locations in West Bengal, including 3 or 4 in Kolkata itself, and all of these are related to Partha Chatterjee, Arpita Mukherjee cash scam, alleged cash scam, which has happened, and we are tracking in Republic. And this is also a news which we broke in Republic first, that a huge amount of cash is again recovered from Arpita Mukherjee's flat in Belghoria.
Kishla, you just suggested that there are other locations where raids are going on. If you could tell us what those locations are. Are they connected both with Arpita and Partha, or are they just related to Partha alone? Just share some details of what those locations are and what is expected.
Exactly. Well, when the previous raids happened, the CBI, the ED raided about 13 locations in West Bengal. And among those 13 locations was Manik Bhattacharya's house, who was an MLA. Today his interrogation is going on inside the CGO complex in ED office. He is MLA of Palashipara. Also also there were raids in Partha Chatterjee's house and Arpita Mukherjee's house, after which they were arrested. Both from Partha Chatterjee's house and Arpita Mukherjee's house, ED recovered several key documents, and there were several deeds in those documents, and there were mentions of different properties and companies. Today what ED is doing is that they are listing down those deeds, listing down those properties, details of those properties, and they are visiting and raiding those properties which they got from the previous raid. So right now, as you asked, as you rightly pointed out, there are several locations where the ED is raiding, and these locations include several other apartments and flats of Arpita Mukherjee, which include her Belghoria apartment, which include her father's house, which includes her house in several other parts of the city, and one of her companies, which it is named as Aide. It is a production house. ED is also raiding that production house, and Partha Chatterjee is one of the director of that production house. So as you rightly asked, this is not just about Partha Chatterjee. This is not just about Arpita Mukherjee. This is about both of these people who are connected to each other intrinsically in this cash scam.
All right, some more breaking news development coming in, connected